The group stage at this World Cup is now complete, and already we have seen some massive upsets, the likes of Belgium getting grouped, Germany getting grouped again. Is there going to be more in this round of 16? We'll have to wait and see, but here's my predictions. Starting off with the game that is coming on later today, as of the time of recording this, we have Netherlands against America. Now, this should be a good game. Holland, they've been a bit what's the word? Been a bit up and down. Sometimes they've looked good, but then there's been other times where they've looked a bit shaky. Whereas America, they've looked a bit solid. They have looked solid. They've got a decent draw against Wales and another one against England. I mean, they probably should have won against England. I'll hold my hands up as an England fan. America probably should have beaten us that game. And then they managed to beat Iran, which is the entire reason why they're here. So there won't be an easy team for the Netherlands to beat. But that said, I do feel like they have the better quality players, so I am going to go with a 2-1 win for the Netherlands. Cody Gakpo is going to continue his good goal-scoring form in this tournament, and America will be proud they got here, but they'll be just a bit short. And then the other game that is on later on today, we have Argentina against Australia. Now, you would think that Argentina should win this pretty comfortably, but that's what people thought when they played Saudi Arabia in the group stage, and then look what happened. This World Cup is full of many, many, many surprises. Australia, they did well to get through a group that contained France and Denmark. Very, very well. Very impressed with the Australians, but Messi and Argentina should have too much for them here. So I am going to go with Argentina. Haven't really scored so many goals this tournament. We're yet to see the full Argentina at their best, like when they won the Copa America last year. So I'm going to say 2-0 Argentina. Yeah, and Argentina will be heading into the quarterfinals. France versus Poland now. Now, this should be an interesting game. France have looked pretty solid overall this tournament so far. Mbappe has been scoring goals for fun. Whereas Poland, you could say they're a bit fortunate to be here because they haven't really played all that well, to be honest. Lewandowski, he has been isolated at times up front. They've been solid, alright-ish defensively, but scoring goals-wise, they haven't exactly set the world alight. And I do think France will be able to penetrate their defence. So I'm going to go with 2-0. 2-0 to France. Yeah. They just haven't been good enough. Poland up front, they haven't convinced me. England against Senegal. Now this is going to be one hell of a game. Senegal, champions of Africa, obviously won AFCON earlier this year, but yeah, without Mane, they do miss him, but they still have performed really, really well. Whereas England, we have been a bit hit and miss. Against Iran, we put 6 past them. And then against America, it was really, really poor. Draw 0-0. And then against Wales, first half was pretty poor, but then we had to rely on Marcus Rashford scoring that free kick to really set the tone. So this could go either way. If Senegal had Mane, I honestly would think they could cause an upset, but since they don't have Mane, I reckon England will just get through this by 2-1. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy game in the slightest. Senegal will give absolutely everything. But I reckon we will just be able to sneak through here and get to the quarterfinals. Now we're on to one of the underdogs of this tournament, Japan and Croatia. Japan have been unbelievable. I mean, they've beaten Germany, they've beaten Spain. They will fear nobody. They will genuinely fear absolutely nobody in this tournament. And the fact that they qualified ahead of Germany, that says something. And then there's Croatia, who, yeah, they looked alright. But you know what? I'm going to say a bit of an upset. Japan 2, Croatia 1. The Japanese dream continues once again. Now we have one of the favourites in Brazil against another one of the surprise packages of this tournament, South Korea. Now, Son and South Korea, literally yesterday, at the time of recording this, they did a madness and managed to beat Portugal in order to get here in the first place. They will give Brazil a good test, but Brazil do have too much quality for them. So I'm going to say 3-0 Brazil. Son's dream will be over, but they can be proud that they managed to get themselves here. It's an unbelievable achievement, especially considering the circumstances. The fact that they went 1-0 down against Portugal and then scored 2 goals to come back, that is something pretty special. So the South Koreans can be very, very proud of that. Morocco, Spain. Now Morocco, again, another one of the surprise packages of this tournament. They managed to qualify ahead of Belgium. I mean, they topped the group ahead of Belgium and Croatia. So that is some achievement for Morocco. And they've got good players. Hakim Ziyech looked good this tournament since coming back into the fold for Morocco. They've got En-Nesyri, Hakimi, some very, very good players at their disposal. And they could cause Spain a few problems. Most definitely. So, but yeah, Spain do still have the likes of Busquets and controlling the midfield, Pedri, Gavi, their front line with Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres. That does look good. You know what? I'm going to say this ends in 90 minutes. This will end in a 1-1 draw. But I say it was end in extra time as well, 1-1. But I'm going to say that Spain will win on penalties. Spain will win on penalties against Morocco. That would be one mad game if that happens in real life. Very mad. And the final game of this round of 16 stage, we have Portugal against Switzerland. Now, again, this could be another very intriguing game. Ronaldo's last World Cup, he'll be looking to go out on a bang. And then Switzerland, they're no easy team to play against. I mean, we've seen last year in the Euros that they managed to go on quite some run. Managed to knock out France on penalties. So that was unbelievable. But, saying that, Portugal do have a very good squad. I think Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Rafael Leao, João Felix. Some very, very good players at their disposal. But again, I'm going to say this ends 1-1 after 120 minutes. And you know what? I'm going to go for an upset. Switzerland will win on penalties. They'll do what they did last year in the Euros, and they'll knock out a big boy out of this competition. And there you go, guys. That is the end of these predictions. There will be some watch-alongs to these games. I'm going to be doing the England game, and I think I'm going to do the Portugal-Switzerland game. So those should be very good games to watch, especially if the Portugal-Switzerland game ends the way I predicted. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you for the next one.